16 days of activism against gender-based violence is an opportunity to make a difference for the better. Every one of us has a role to play to end gender-based violence. Join us to unpack what gender-based violence really means, what it means in Kenya, and the actions we can take to stop it.
Please eat your breakfast.
Look, Ma, he lost his cape.
Not all superheroes wear capes. There are heroes all around us, like the ones that bring nutrition to millions of us every day.
Wow, am I a hero too?
Yes, you too. And your dad. He goes to the farm every day to make sure his grain is of high quality.
Superheroes have their own sidekick. Does Dad have his own sidekick?
Yes, they are his partners. They take the grain and produce this Nutri that you love so much. Then it gets to the local supermarket and we buy it from there. Nutri makes us stronger and healthier.
Strong like a superhero.
Yes, son. But do you know why your dad and his sidekicks are superheroes?
Because they make Nutri.
Every spoonful of Nutri comes loaded with the necessary vitamins, protein and minerals for you and your family to become healthier and stronger. Pick up a pack today from your nearest store. Nutri. Every spoonful counts.
Enjoy Christmas fantastic offers with Hisense. From smart Android TVs with Bluetooth and a warranty of 2 years to fridges and newly introduced chest freezers with a 5-year compressor warranty. Offers are running in leading supermarkets and electronic stores countrywide until 10th January 2021. Hurry to get one today till stocks last. Terms and conditions apply.
To help fight the spread of coronavirus, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of coronavirus in Kenya.
This is NTV.
Well, good evening. It's exactly 2 minutes to the top of the hour. You're watching NTV Tonight, and we have a lot lined up for you on this 10th day of December 2020. But first, here are some of our top stories.
Tonight, legislators slapped with a hefty bill.
Members of Parliament.
Court orders MPs to return millions they took in illegal house allowances in a first-round victory for the SRC. Also tonight, faceless COVID millionaires.
Honorable Kajwang,
Who are the real owners of Kilik Limited, a company that won Plum Kemsa tenders? Plus, a labor of pain for the country's health workers. But the government is still resistant to their painful prescription. Nurses' strike enters day 4 and patients get the worst of the bargain. And also tonight, the road to a referendum. BBI Secretariat marches to the IEBC to present collected signatures. But there are bumps on the way.
We shall not commence until we get a budget.
NTV Tonight with Zainab Ismail.
Well, thank you for joining us. On the sign language interpretation is David Agondoa. Well, we begin tonight with news that the MPs will find unsavory. Well, the High Court has ordered legislators to refund the taxpayer about 1 million shillings each that they have been drawing as house allowance for the last 2 years. A 3-judge bench found that the allowance contested by the SRC and backdated to 2018 was illegal. NTV's senior political and parliamentary affairs reporter Kennedy Mureithi looks at the net effect of the ruling that is already causing consternation amongst the 416 members of parliament.
The ruling by Justices Weldon Korir, Pauline Nyamweya and John Mativo was a swift blow to MPs and a dent to their pockets. The court found that the Parliamentary Service Commission disregarded the law when it approved payments to MPs as house allowances, yet that was the prerogative of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission. The SRC, just like activist Okia Omtata, had moved to challenge the payments that saw each MP pocket an extra 250,000 shillings as house allowance. MPs had approved the allowances in Akamkunji after the Budget and Appropriations Committee, then led by Kikuyu MP Kimani Ichung'wah, approved the budget and twisted their employer, that is the Parliamentary Service Commission, into effecting the payment. The MPs argued that they are entitled to the allowances like any other public servant. The legislators have always insisted it is not justified for cabinet secretaries, permanent secretaries, judges and deputy governors to get the allowance and just leave them in the cold. The court has now directed the clerks of the National Assembly and the Senate to recover the monies paid within a year. As soon as the news of the ruling broke out, MPs have been ringing members of the Public Service Commission as they contemplated what this meant for their paycheck. The clerk of the National Assembly, Michael Sialai, in a statement sent to newsrooms, wanted a clarification on the amount, saying that only 357,039,516 shillings had been paid out to MPs, and only for 5.5 months. He says, and I quote, "Thus only an amount of 1,023,035 shillings per member will have to be recovered if the ruling is sustained." CLI further notes the Parliamentary Service Commission, using a court ruling that had stated that deputy governors were entitled to house allowance, and given that all public officers, including cabinet secretaries, are entitled to house allowance / accommodation facilitation, we proposed payment of house allowance to members of parliament and informed the SRC. The amount approved was 250,000 shillings per member, subject to a 30% tax. Some MPs told NTV they will have to convene a special session to discuss the denial of the allowance that saw each MP take home about 1 million shillings. In the meantime, they are mobilizing in their WhatsApp groups and pushing the PSC to challenge the decision in court and save their pay. Some others said the deductions would significantly dent their pockets as they are servicing other loans. Kennedy Mureithi, NTV.
Well, let's now switch focus to the COVID millionaires. And it turns out that one of the companies, Kilig, that won a plum tender to supply KEMSA with PPE was not asked to provide any supporting documentation, despite walking away with a deal worth about 10 million shillings on the same day the company presented its letter of intent. The company's real owners was also a subject of a heated session with Parliament's Investment Committee that is looking into the cancer at KEMSA.
The Public Investments Committee today was set for a meeting with the directors of companies that were red flagged in the scandalous dealings with the Kenya Medical Supplies Authority, KEMSA. The directors of Kilig were among the first to appear before the MPs. In a heated session, the MPs heard of the intricate web of owners, the company having changed hands more than 3 times since it was registered and started doing business with KEMSA to date.
KEMSA seems, in their own response to us, seems not to know who Kilig is.
The MPs also heard that it's now owned by a 27-year-old lawyer who introduced herself to the committee as Ivy Mnyo.
We need the names of the directors who were there before you?
The company, formed in 22nd January 2020, was unpicked and handed a 4 billion shillings offer to supply hundreds of personal protective equipment at prices way higher than the market price. The real owners were the subject of today's heated session in Parliament. Between January and May, the company had changed hands 3 times.
So we're asking you, as the owner, who did you buy this company from?
Okay. As the owner, my answer to that question, the shares of the company and directorship of the company was transferred to me from one Mr. Collins Wanjala Bush.
Was that difficult?
Honorable Chairman, it was.
No, it wasn't. It was very simple. You were simply trying to try and twist law, which is really not fair.
The information that we are receiving
the
from
MPs had to take a 10-minute time out as Ivy requested for time to consult on whether she could divulge information on former owners, as at the time of the transactions, she was the company lawyer.
Instance, she has clearly stated, in fact, she has not even lifted her rights on client privilege, because she did not buy it from the person she incorporated it from. So there was someone else.
When the session resumed, she claimed one of the directors was outside the country and could not appear before the committee, and the other had asked to remain anonymous. The director of another firm, Lemiguela, who appeared before the committee, said he was yet to be paid despite delivering goods to KEMSA. Representative of Megascope and Crown Healthcare Limited were sent away with the MPs insisting only the company directors should present themselves for the inquiry. Eunice Omolo, NTV, Nairobi.
Meanwhile, in hospitals, the situation is getting desperate and short of an immediate solution. The health sector is staring at a possible catastrophe. More hospitals have been forced to shut down owing to the paralysis caused by the striking health workers. And the Council of Governors is now asking its members to start urgent talks with the striking workers. Lois Wangoi paints a picture of desperation as the nurses and clinical officers' strike continues to bite.
At Kapkatet County Hospital, an unusual quiet has replaced the usual up-and-down activities with patients coming in and out. Longisa Hospital is also devoid of any activity. Now, a section of leaders are accusing the government of downplaying the matter.
Lakini ndugu zetu, dada zetu ambao ni wauguzi hawapati vifaa, hawapati barakoa, hawapati gloves. Lakini ndugu zetu, dada zetu, mambo kama haya ndio tunasema tumechoka.
In Uasin Gishu, a section of nurses made good their threat and stayed away from work. Their major grievances revolve around lack of PPEs.
Katika hali hiyo, tuko na security teams ambao wanaman the gates of the hospitals. Wanajulisha kwamba madaktari wako katika mgomo. Yes. Labda waende wasiku huduma MTRH ama warudi nyumbani.
Other issues raised by medics include late salary payments, lack of clear career progression paths, and failure by the government to provide health workers with a comprehensive health cover.
If you have a TSC commission, you have many other commissions. Why can't we have a health service commission which will manage the health workers in this country equally?
Sisi hatutaki maneno mingi. Kama hakuna PPEs, hakuna kazi. Kama vile mnaona, huko hakuna kazi inaendelea.
In Kirinyaga County, Governor Anne Waiguru ignored a call by her county assembly to deliberate on matters of the county's health workers who are on strike. Her representative to the meeting, the county's secretary, was chased away by MCS who urged Governor Waiguru to treat the matter seriously. The Council of Governors is now calling on its members in the 22 counties experiencing nurses and clinical officers strike to initiate immediate talks with health workers to avert a catastrophe. Lois Wangoi, NTV.
Meanwhile, doctors came together to pay homage to their fallen counterparts who succumbed to COVID-19 while in the line of duty. They held a vigil outside Afia House where they demanded the government to step up and heed their concerns over their working conditions, and even as they threatened to down tools on the 21st of this month.
Candles lit in remembrance of the fallen soldiers whose light has been dimmed by COVID-19. These healthcare workers paid the ultimate price, risking their lives to save and care for others in the midst of a deadly pandemic.
I stand here a very disappointed doctor. I feel that this country has let the junior doctor down.
While the government says it's in talks with the unions over unresolved issues, the medical fraternity mourns 13 doctors and over 40 healthcare workers. Over 2,000 healthcare workers are infected with the virus.
We are not here pushing to be superior than any other profession, no. We're just asking, the same way when soldiers go to war, they are well equipped with the necessary skills, with the necessary armor to defend their countries. Right now, doctors are the main soldiers in the front line, battling this coronavirus pandemic. It's new, it's nothing that we've read before in the textbooks. We are learning as we go, as we manage these cases.
The Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union says staff will go on strike on the 21st of December if the government fails to meet their demands.
Medical insurance. 2, comprehensive group life, WIBA, group personal accident, which has so far excluded a significant number of our doctors in this country. These matters must be resolved as we have put forth in the strike notice.
This as the Kenya Union of Clinical Officers have entered day 4 of downing their tools of trade. The doctors claim that majority of them have salary arrears. They also say the disbursement of PPE kits has not been received in all facilities, an issue they've raised to the ministry numerous times. Helen Aura, NTV.
Well, let's turn our focus now on the COVID-19 numbers, and the national coronavirus caseload has now hit the 90,000 mark after 644 people have tested positive for the virus in the last 24 hours from a sample size of 6,811. From the cases, 619 are Kenyans while 25 are foreigners. Currently, there are 994 patients admitted in various health facilities countrywide, with 7,848 on home-based isolation and care. Unfortunately, 16 more patients have succumbed to the disease in the last 24 hours, raising the country's death toll to 1,568. 1,060 patients have also recovered from the disease, with the total recoveries now standing at 71,254. Nairobi County recorded 158 cases, Kiambu 69 cases, Mombasa 67 cases, Murang'a 56 cases, and Taita Taveta 36 cases, among other counties. Well, away from that, activist Okia Umtata has now moved to the court in a bid to stop Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu from taking over as acting Chief Justice once David Maraga retires. CJ Maraga, who is set to officially retire in January next year after serving as the country's 14th Chief Justice since October 2016, will leave office tomorrow pending the handover ceremony in January. In his petition, Umtata argues that DCJ Mwilu is not fit to hold the CJ office because of the corruption allegations leveled against her by the DCI, and now wants the court to bar her from assuming the office unless she is cleared. The activist wants the petition certified as urgent, saying he is aggrieved that the commission, which is mandated to ensure the professionalism of judges, is deliberately delaying to determine Mwilu's case. Now, the next battle in the quest for constitution reforms will now be about resources, as the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission says it will not start verifying the signatures endorsing a referendum until money is availed. Well, the BBI Secretariat presented 4.4 million signatures from the 5.2 million it says it collected. Well, our NTV's senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Mureithi has those details.
The collection and presentation of signatures to the IEBC for the BBI Secretariat may have just been the easy part,
Chairman,
having garnered about 5.2 million signatures in just 2 weeks. The real battle is now about sourcing funding for a referendum, especially in the middle of a pandemic, which has brought most of the country's sectors to their knees. IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati says he has a team ready to verify the millions of signatures collected, but the team will need facilitation.
Of course, we shall not commence until we get a budget and exchequer from the National Treasury.
According to the chairman, the commission will forthwith place a request with the National Treasury to avail resources for the exercise, but did not put in a figure.
Katika hii box kuna signature moja, Kenya 1, His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta.
Chebukati recently noted they would need at least 14 billion shillings to organize a plebiscite, especially during the COVID-19 era.
We shall now proceed and request for a budget from the National Treasury. As soon as we get the budget and the exchequer, then we shall now get a team.
The National Assembly Budget and Appropriations Chairperson Kanini Kega now says they are ready to appropriate funds for this particular exercise. Immediately they received the request from the Treasury from IEBC. Meanwhile, politicians allied to the President and ODM leader Raila Odinga were still drumming up support for the BBI, saying there was still time for those who were yet to make up their minds to do so.
If you have been left behind, please take a taxi and catch the train in the next station.
Kama unataka kuingia hii bus, sisi hatuna shida kukuingiza ndani. Hii bus yetu imetoka Nairobi, inaelekea. Hata ukitaka tusimame Mutito ya Ndei, tutasimama ndio uweze kuingia. Sisi hatuna shida, tunataka kuunganisha Wakenya wote ndio tuwe taifa moja yenye amani.
We want to have those who are with us, mukae pande hii. Kama muko pande hii, mukae pande hiyo. Hakuna nusu.
Kennedy Mureithi, NTV.
Well, still on politics, ODM leader Raila Odinga says the outcome of the Msambweni by-election would be a key test run for the BBI campaigns, and a win for his candidate would mean a win for constitution reform efforts. He spoke as he drummed up support for ODM candidate Omar Mboga.
Hii uchaguzi si tu hapa. Si hapa tu Kwale, si hapa Msambweni peke yake. Manake hii ni dalili ya kuonyesha kwamba tunaelekea wapi. Sasa tunaelekea kwa hii mambo ya BBI. Na sasa mchujo ya kuangalia kama tuko tayari ni mambo kama haya hii ya Kwale hii. Kuna kama timu ya BBI itashinda au itashinda. Kwa hivyo ikiwa kama ODM unaweza kushindwa hapa, BBI itakuwa na shida.
All right, time for our first break, but stay with us and take in the Colombian side of the Amazon River, the biodiversity-rich forest and its exuberant fauna as we take our first break. Well, this is our moment of Come Tonight.
Asante sana. Sasa, ni nini kingine ambacho unaweza kumfanyia msichana wetu?
Kila kitu. Hata kufua nguo na aerial mpya. Unaniamini sasa?
Aerial huondoa madoa sugu kwa mosho mmoja.
Ijaribu leo uamini.
Lakewood Emerald School, Kitengela. Lakewood Emerald School, Kitengela is a leading day and boarding learning institution located in the outskirts of Kitengela town. We offer high-quality education services that are globally competitive. Our vision is to be the global leader in the provision of quality, affordable, and holistic education. It is a sister school to Lakewood School, Komarok, and Lakewood Premier Utawala.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
Band Jikoko wameamua kujoin dance ya chini kwa chini. Kibei. Yani jiko sao sote wameamua kupunguza bei. Chini kwa chini, 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 chini kwa chini.
Okoa Krisi na Band Jikokoa. Band Jikokoa. Jiko asili ya Kenya.
Kuchukua selfie ni kuchukua control ya future yako. Buy an Oraquick or Insti HIV test kit from your local pharmacy or through MyDawa. Hurry and get yours today at 150 Kenya shillings for a limited period of time. To talk to someone on how to use the test kits or interpret the test results and what to do next, call 1190. Amua kujua. Chukua selfie.
Kitisuru Amani Gardens apartments located near the International School of Kenya are almost complete. American kitchen with featured cabinets, solar panels, bedrooms with an ensuite master bathroom, swimming pool, gym, backup generator and borehole, among other features. Call us. Our Kenyan number is +254 733 926 935. In the USA, call +1 205 948 7797. Kitisuru Amani Gardens apartments, where elegance and luxury meet.
Rock Industries brings you rock plastic with a variety of kitchenware, ranging from kitchen dishes, cups, plates, clothesline pegs, spoons, and even rulers for learners. All this coming in your preferred size, beautiful colors and texture, and our products are one shop away from where you are across the country. All Rock Industries Limited products are 100% virgin raw material that is cost-friendly. For these and more products, contact our offices on 0722 575619 or 0736 02 8181. You can also visit our offices in Industrial Area, Ndume Road, off Longa Longa Road, Nairobi.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Enjoy the magic of Christmas with Coca-Cola.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain. Panadol Extra, now with new Optizorb technology to fight multiple tough pains with 3 times more pain-relieving medicine in the first 30 minutes when you need it most. Seeing them support themselves makes any pain worth it. If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
Nestle Ceravita with Grain Smart, a smart combination of vitamins, iron, and minerals that gives children the nutrients they need for a great start for school. New Nestle Ceravita with Grain Smart, also available in a small, affordable pack.
This week on The Trend.
Shorty gave me then she call me red and misty. Abs.
Only on The Trend.
What comes to your mind when you think of the perfect home for your family? Is it the beauty, the comfort, the security, the convenience, or even the affordability? Victory Gardens offers exactly that and much more. Call us today on 0790 300 300.
NTV Tonight with Zainab Ismail.
All right, well, thank you so much for staying with us. Onto the corridors of justice now. And the owner of a house in Mountain View Estate, which hosted 44 teens for a night party, has been charged with exposing underage children to alcohol and substance abuse, as well as being in possession of narcotics. The prosecution told the court that Duan Jane Njengi was found in possession of 30 grams of bang at the time of his arrest. He's also accused of failing to ensure observance of Ministry of Health guidelines to guard against the spread of COVID-19. He denied the charges and was released on a cash bail of 200,000 shillings. Well, months after hundreds of Kariobangi residents lost their homes to the bulldozers, the destitute families are hoping for justice and a safer place to call home. On a day that the country joined the world in marking the International Human Rights Day, while human rights campaigners are calling on the government to chip in and cushion them from more pain amid the COVID-19 pandemic.
It was a move by the government that baffled many, a demolition that happened smack in the middle of a pandemic, as the government urged people to stay home where possible to keep safe from the virus. But these families living in Kariobangi were soon left without a place to call home, as the infamous yellow bulldozer pulled down their homes as they rested on top of land allocated for a sewerage system. But the families firmly held that they were the rightful owners of the land, as they acquired it long ago and had the title deeds to prove it.
Shamba ni halali. Mimi nimeeleza nyinyi. Hawa wamama na wengine wote alikuwa anafanya kazi ya city council wakati ya koloni, sio wakati huu. Retire, hawa naenda kwa city council kwa moja mbili. Anasema bali tumelima maka mingi, tunataka jenga bali tunalala, tufanye makao.
It is this agreement residents, especially in the advanced age, say was binding until they were forcefully removed this year. The government, however, says that these documents were illegally acquired. On Human Rights Day, those evicted are now asking the government for compensation, as they are still spending nights in the cold.
Sikukula kitu, na meza mate. Na mate hiyo sitaningojea mpaka niete na majirani yakuje wanione waniletee kitu yangu.
The dawn evictions that happened in May this year caused an uproar among many Kenyans who termed it as heartless. Gena Kirori, NTV.
Meanwhile, amid the International Human Rights Day celebrations, there are concerns about the rise in cases of judicial injustices in the country. While NTV's Fatma Bugu spoke to a team from Kituo cha Sheria, an organization that has been working to ensure access to justice for many disadvantaged Kenyans. Take a look.
Dismas Ayo was condemned to hang, having been found guilty of robbery with violence. He has always maintained his innocence, but didn't have enough funds to mount a legal challenge to the sentence. He sought help from Kituo cha Sheria, an non-governmental organization that provides legal aid to the poor and marginalized.
Had a challenge in terms of the length of time it takes for people to access justice in courts. What we've tried to do is to find alternative ways that communities can access justice, so not just limiting it to the formal justice system.
Na nilipokuwa gerezani, Kituo cha Sheria walikuja wakatufundisha mambo ya paralegal ambapo yanahusiana na mambo ya kisheria. Katika hali hiyo niliweza kusaidika kufanya kesi yangu ya appeal na nikafanikiwa kutoka.
We train inmates who are there for long term, and there are a total of 60, 30 men, 32 men and 28 women. So what they do is they take up cases and they support their colleagues.
Tulikuwa tunawasaidia kuandika appeals, submissions na mambo zingine mahakamani. Na tulipokuwa huko kwa hakika, chini ya miaka miwili, tuliweza kufanikisha kesi karibu 100 ambazo watu waliachiliwa huru.
Dismas now works as a cleaner.
Nilipotoka, ofisi ya probation ambayo ni aftercare. Inahusika na wale watu wametoka gerezani, waliweza kunikaribisha pamoja na mahakama hii ya Mombasa, wakatupa mahali hapa ambapo huwa tunafanya kazi na tunapata ile riziki yetu ya kila siku.
One left after 21 years, but he died early this year, and for that reason we felt that we need to bring them closer.
Many Kenyans like him find themselves at a disadvantage when they run afoul of the law.
They need to do also a lot to sensitize members of the public to know their rights. Because many times people are arrested, they come to court, they have no clue.
Kituo cha Sheria also conducts trainings on the law within communities.
We also work very closely with communities to empower them to become paralegals. Paralegals in the sense that they are, activists within their own community setups. And as paralegals, then they would use their legal knowledge to be able to respond to, societal problems.
It is proper that somebody get convicted for the offense they committed, and in a proper, competent legal process. It is not proper to put people behind bars because of their incapacity to properly defend themselves.
Yeah, we are funded by foreign agencies, and these foreign agencies give us support so that we can carry out human rights work.
Even though the government has been offering legal aid, the demand for Kituo cha Sheria services has been on the rise. Fatma Bugu, NTV, Mombasa County.
All right, thanks, Fatma. Now, the business news is up next, but check out GITEX, the biggest technology and communication event in the Middle East. Flying taxis, a human-like robot singing to visitors while others dance to techno music is what featured as more than 1,200 companies from over 60 countries, including Israel, showed off their latest gadgets.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys.
Enjoy the magic of Christmas with Coca-Cola.
I have good taste and only go for things that are real.
Only Manji make the real digestive biscuits. Real crunchy, real tasty, and the real source of high fiber. Manji digestive biscuits, the real thing.
With the Stay Soft refill, saving money is as easy as snip, pour, mix with water, and shake. Stay Soft refill. It's 2 liters of Stay Soft for up to 30% less.
Rhino Mabati Factory Limited is a manufacturer of custom-made roofing mabati up to 6.5 meters that save up to 25% on off-cuts cost. We offer fast free delivery countrywide. You can now enjoy our Christmas mega sales on all tile profile charcoal grey matte finish gauge 28 at only 645 shillings per meter. Visit any of our factory showrooms in Kitengela along Namanga Roads or Meru Makutano.
Man, you got to have game. When it's all sweat, pressure and anxiety, yet that's just halftime. Stay cool and in the game with Imperial Leather for Men range. Wear luxury. A little luxury goes a long way.
Enjoy Christmas fantastic offers with Hisense. From smart Android TVs with Bluetooth and a warranty of 2 years to fridges and newly introduced chest freezers with a 5-year compressor warranty. Offers are running in leading supermarkets and electronic stores countrywide until 10th January 2021. Hurry to get one today till stocks last. Terms and conditions apply.
Do your gums hurt?
Yeah.
Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile?
All that in one toothpaste?
Yes, try Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums.
Ah, Colgate Herbal.
Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally.
Mimi naitwa James Ng'ang'a Mwangi, bibi yangu anaitwa Beatrice Wajiro Ng'ang'a. Sisi tuliandikwa 1979 kwa sauli ilionelea ni peo pesa yangu yote kwa Rafad. Mimi sikusumbuliwa hata kidogo. Niko na nyumba kama hii mnaona hapa, ilijenga na hiyo pesa. Kwa sauli tuko na ng'ombe, tuko na mbuzi, tuko na kuku, kijana ndogo, hata mtu wote iko biashara. Aije Rafad itasaidia. Na naona mimi nafaidika kwa hiyo pesa ya Rafad. Watu wa Rafad mimi nawashukuru.
Lapfund, celebrating 60 years of service. This Christmas, Anana's Mall Thika invites all to discover Thika. Bambika Thika Kikwetu. Lots of mbuzis to be gifted at the newly opened Naivas supermarket in the mall. Happy hours starting 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at our Choma Zone every Sunday up to 27th December 2020. A free glass of wine for every kg Choma. Terms and conditions apply. Real Christmas, real fun. See you there. Anana's Mall Thika, Shoppers Paradise.
Well, thank you for staying with us. Let's now take a look at stories making headlines in the world of business. And the government is keen to scale up value addition on tea over the medium term and has now anchored a phased approach into the law to achieve the same. While Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Peter Munye is keen to have farmers embrace the raft of reforms that the government is undertaking in the sector, this time taking his gospel to farmers under the Limuru Highlands Zonal Association. He also defended the taxation regime of tea, stating that it is not as burdensome as it is perceived to be.
From Kenya for export, you must invest in value addition. And we have given targets in the bill. We are saying in 8 years, if your license is to be renewed and given every year, you have to show us an incremental value addition of the tea you are selling. And we must reach 40% by the 8th year. There is always a claim, and it's a claim. And usually those people want to explain why prices are bad. They say taxes. And they say there are 40 taxes that are on tea. I've gone through those taxes. I've even presented in Parliament. Most of the taxes they raise are the general taxes that have nothing to do with tea. They are not tea specific. So tea is not losing because of taxes. In fact, most of the taxes were removed. Even the ad valorem tax that was helping do fund research, fund tea board, it was removed.
Well, the construction of the Likoni floating bridge is now complete and ready for use. President Uhuru Kenyatta, who commissioned the bridge, said the facility will decongest the ferry crossing channel and ease movement of people between the island and the mainland. Kevin Mutai reports.
President Uhuru Kenyatta, together with other government officials and leaders from Mombasa, was among the first people to make the maiden crossing on the Likoni floating bridge that connects the island city and the mainland to the south. While commissioning the project, the head of state said that pedestrians will be allowed to use the bridge from January 2021.
Tumekubaliana ya kwamba hawa ambao wanajenga, mainjinia na wale wengine kwa mwezi huu mpaka tupite hapo sikukuu, waendelee, washughulikie, wahakikishe ya kwamba kila kitu ni sawa, iko safe.
The 1.2-kilometer bridge erects at Liwatoni and terminates at Rasbofu in Likoni. It will be a reprieve for over 300,000 people, depending on the ferries daily to commute across the channel, ending the long queues in the waiting bays, as well as reduce the risk of COVID-19 transmissions due to the disregard of physical distancing in the vessels. Plans are also underway to construct a Mombasa Gateway Bridge at a cost of 210 billion shillings that will now allow motorists drive across the channel.
The infrastructural investment that has been put here in this region, tusidanganyane, it is another level. Yes. It is another level. And I am saying this really is as a result of the cordial relationship between leadership.
The president also launched the construction of Makupa Coast Bridge that will allow free flow of water. The current bridge separates the waters surrounding Mombasa Island, hampering the marine ecosystem. The bridge will be 17 meters above the high tide and is also expected to reduce traffic at the busy Kibarani section.
Hiyo daraja ikiisha, Mombasa itakuwa kisiwa, itatusaidia na usafi wa Mombasa, itatusaidia na wavuvi wetu pia, kwa sababu upande ule mwingine wa Tuda ambapo sasa maji haitembei, samaki hawazalishi vizuri, sasa hiyo area yote itafunguka tena.
The president also inspected the ongoing construction of the second and third phase of the Dungukundu bypass. Kevin Mutai, NTV.
Well, the Kenya Cereal Enhancement Program, Climate Resilient Agricultural Livelihood, has received 722 million shillings to support 19,000 smallholder farmers who have been affected by COVID-19 and other economic shocks. The program will provide various forms of assistance to farmers in the existing KSEP Kral counties in the western, eastern and coastal parts of the country. The European Union is the principal financier of the Government of Kenya and Equity Bank providing local funding. Well, the funding will be implemented over a 2-year period.
I think I want to really applaud the use of technology and particularly digital payments. It means that essentially we are pulling farmers. We are not leaving farmers behind. And I can almost guarantee using this program, the farmers are already being introduced to the fourth industrial revolution in the country, what the world is going through, and specifically.
The pandemic also came at a time when the agricultural sector was recovering from floods and locust infestation, causing destruction on the farmlands and displacing people. The tripartite burden is unprecedented, and the rural population bears the heaviest burden, given that the sector employs 70% of the rural population. It is against this background that the collaborative partnership under the ongoing KSEP Crowd program, the bigger program, provided an opportunity to mobilize additional resources to support small-scale farmers.
And if you ask me what is the expected output, I think the objective is to produce at least 18,000 tons of maize, beans, and Irish potatoes by helping the farmers concerned access quality inputs in the next 2 planting seasons. So very concrete and very measurable.
And away from that, and in news just in, the embattled Director General of the Energy Regulatory Authority, that is EPRA, Mr. Robert Pavel Oimeke, has been arrested by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission over allegations of bribery. In a report here from the EACC, and I quote the statement saying, EACC received a report of a bribery allegation on the 9th of December 2020 from a complainant, an employee of a filling station in Oyugis, who alleges that Mr. Pavel Oimeke was demanding for a financial advantage of 200,000 shillings with intent, in consequence, that he would approve the opening of a petrol station, which has been closed after it was found in contempt of being in possession of a super export petrol. The station was fined 309,842 shillings by KRA, which they later paid and were issued with a clearance letter to be taken to the DG at EPRA to enable him authorize the opening of the station. Now, this is just news in, and we'll be getting more details on what exactly is happening. But the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission says the suspect is being held currently at the Integrity Center Police Station pending further investigation. This is with regards to the arrest of Robert Pavel Oimeke, the Director General of the Energy Regulatory Authority, that is EPRA. And this is just 3 months after he was reinstated. We'll get more details. Let's take a break. But look at this totally unexpected and unusual sight. Well, this is the Hudson River seen from New York City. And yes, that is a whale. It was caught on camera swimming through the river, oblivious of the excitement it caused. Stay with us.
Go Ahead is believing to make each day a brighter day. It is our faith to start all over again. Go Ahead is never giving up in the face of adversity. To go ahead, now that is the Kenyan spirit.
The county government of Kilifi, with approval of His Excellency the Governor, Honorable Amason Jeffa Kingi, has granted 100% waiver extension on all interest and penalty accrued on outstanding land rates and single business permit fees. Property owners in Kilifi County are advised to take advantage of the waiver period that starts from 1st December and ends on 31st December 2020. On condition that the principal rates and single business permit fees are paid in full. Property owners are advised to obtain invoices from the Sub-County Revenue Office where the property is located and make payment by depositing cash or banker's check to our bank account. Once the waiver period lapses, the county government will institute all necessary measures to recover any unpaid rates and penalties, including repossessing the property. Tulipe ushuru, tujenge Kilifi.
Maji mdosi wangu ametupa simu yangu ndani ya maji.
Mdosi wako kwa sawa. Venye Nkirota ameniambia ajui na akimpigia simu ashiki. Hi, guy, what the?
For the women who deserve more, Moped is now in Kenya and more than 40 countries. With its nylon-free surface, new Moped has unique softness and up to 100% protection. Your skin will love it.
Beat sensitivity pain fast with Sensodyne Rapid Action for clinically proven relief in 60 seconds.
go together beautifully at GMC Place. Enjoy our succulent meals in a serene setting with a varied choice of fun games for the little ones. Cup it up with a cuppa or a cocktail, all available to your taste. Discover the joy of a warm pool by diving into the Blue Oasis heated pool. Or at GMC Place, the fun never ends. Make your reservation today on 0701 560 560.
Parenting is all about learning when to be tough and when to be gentle. Tough, gentle. But when it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Tough call. Panadol Baby and Infant. Tough on fever, gentle on your child.
Glad you could stay with us. Now, Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i has questioned the country's preparedness to hold the next general election. And speaking while launching the roadmap to peaceful 2022 general elections, Matiang'i said time was running out for the elections body, IEBC, and the judiciary to properly prepare for a credible election. The National Cohesion and Integration Commission has in the meantime warned politicians against inciting the public, especially on social media, and stoking passions ahead of the vote.
We are, however, victims of incitement, victims of an irresponsible political class that casts us as both the villains and the victims.
From 2016 to 2018, half of our development budget was for buying tear gas and rubber bullets and filling water cannons.
I do not know how ready the IBC is. I do not know how ready the judiciary is with an impending position. I do not know how ready other agencies are to prepare for elections.
And Watson Karuma has the sports news up next, and let's get into the mood. Well, it's the highest climbing wall in the world and definitely the coolest, according to one thrill seeker who came to Copenhagen to try out the new attraction. Located at a waste-to-energy plant in one of the flattest countries in the world, the 85-meter high wall offers breathtaking views of the Danish capital.
Raukia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku.
Piga *444# utunukiwe Credo double.
From far with you. I even gifted you a magnificent house. Rosa, it's the thought that counts. Please help me.
When it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Panadol Baby and Infant, tough on fever, gentle on your child.
Roofing Insights. When roofing, choose custom-made roofing mabati that saves up to 25% on off-cut cost. Ensure the company has variety of colors and profiles to choose from. Must be KEBS certified and provide fast and free delivery countrywide. You can now enjoy our Christmas mega sales on all tile profile, charcoal grey, matte finish gauge 28 at only 645 shillings per meter. Visit any of our factory showrooms in Kitengela along Namanga Roads or Meru.
Kujijenga kibiashara na kuonyesha penzi lako, unga unaozaidisha uko papo hapo, kuzaidisha utamu wa maisha kwa kila namna, kila mara. Familia ya Ajab imeongezeka ili uzidishe mapishi. Mambo ni Ajab.
food got together beautifully at GMC Place. Enjoy our succulent meals in a serene setting with a varied choice of fun games for the little ones. Cup it up with a cuppa or a cocktail, all available to your taste. Discover the joy of a warm pool by diving into the Blue Oasis heated pool. Or at GMC Place, the fun never ends. Make your reservation today on 0701 560 560.
Set some time aside to relax and awaken your senses with Nivea Body Oil and Lotion. Available in cherry blossom, vanilla and rose scents. Carve out some me time with Nivea Body Oil and Lotion. Awaken your senses.
Jaza kwa sababu there's a whooping 1 million bob to be won. All you have to do ni kupiga shopping worth 1,500 and above. Na uko ndani ya draw. Krisi, ibambe na Quickmart. Quickmart, fresh and easy.
Did you know? At Ruiru Mabati Factory, you can open an account and lipa pole pole at your convenience. Did you know? At Ruiru Mabati Factory, you can get customized sizes according to your roof plan to avoid wastage. Did you know? Ruiru Mabati Factory offers free delivery countrywide within 72 hours.
To order, call us now on 0111 050 700. Ruiru Mabati Factory, mali safi kwa bei poa. This week on The Trend.
Shorty gave me then she called me red and miss sleeping with a girl. Abs.
Only on The Trend.
What comes to your mind when you think of the perfect home for your family? Is it the beauty, the comfort, the security, the convenience, or even the affordability? Victory Gardens offers exactly that and much more. Call us today on 0790 300 300.
Welcome to NTV Sport. I'm Watson Karuma. Now, the Bet King Kenyan Premier League enters match day 3 on Friday with Nairobi City Stars taking on Bandari at the Kasarani Stadium. 7th place Nairobi City Stars will be seeking to collect their second win from 2 matches against a Dockers side that has won and drawn once. On Saturday, 3 matches are lined up. 10th placed Western Stima can only hope to find their scoring boots when they face 9th placed Tusker in Kisumu. Stima and Tusker have each collected a single point from 2 matches in a potential thriller. 2nd placed AFC Leopards will be seeking their 3rd win when they face 6th placed Sofapaka at Kasarani, even as 3rd placed Kariobangi Sharks take on 11th placed Bidco United at the Utalii grounds on Sunday. The league leaders KCB play 4th placed Kakamega Homeboys at Kasarani as bottom placed Vihiga United face Nzoia Sugar in Mumias. Holders Gor Mahia and Ulinzi Stars kick off the 2020-21 season at the Utalii grounds. Before 13th placed Posta Rangers play 8th placed Wazito. Now, teenage sensation Benson Omala has risen through the ranks to play in the African Champions League with the Kenyan champions Gor Mahia. Omala, who is only 17 years old, joined Kogalo this season from Western Stima, where he scored 9 goals. Many other top clubs wanted his signature. Omala, who is a Form 4 student at Kisumu Day, spoke to our reporter Yoshua Makori.
Benson Omala was scheduled to graduate from high school this year to focus on his football career. The coronavirus pandemic may have delayed the Kisumu Day students' plan, but he remains hopeful.
Naweza sema bado kuna muda na nitajitahidi, najua nitamaliza shule na nitakuwa na muda mwingi wa kucheza mpira. Muda kama huu niliomba ruhusa huko shuleni, ila nitarudi after hii mechi ili nikamilishe mtihani kwanza, ndipo nitakorudi tena mchezoni.
Omala is not your ordinary teenager. The 17-year-old already has a contract with Kenya's most successful club, Gor Mahia. Kogalo signed Omala on a 5-year deal from Western Stima.
Nimeingia Gor Mahia na malengo yangu, nataka nikuwe top scorer, nataka nianze pale penye niliachia Western Stima, nataka niokote hapo niende nikienda mbele.
Omala scored an impressive 9 goals for his former club. He also has a hat-trick on his name, one he scored against Zoo FC last December, which earned him a Player of the Month award.
Kiliponisaidia kufunga mabao mengi ni kwamba makoches walinipea playing time, na hiyo ndio ilinisaidia kufika mahali nimefika sasa.
On the national front, Omala scored 2 goals for the national under-20 team in the just concluded Sekafa Under-20 Championship in Tanzania. His goal against Sudan sent the Rising Stars to the semis.
Benson Ochieng.
Naweza sema hilo dimba lilikuwa sawa, juu ilikuwa, naweza sema wachezaji wengine hawakuwa wamecheza hilo Sekafa, ila tulijitahidi sana ambapo tulitolewa, na tulijitahidi sana, naweza sema tutajaribu wakati mwingine.
After the tournament, Omala played an even bigger stage, the CAF Champions League. He was part and parcel of the Gor Mahia squad that bundled APR of Rwanda out of the preliminary round.
Niko na matumaini kubwa sana ukijana atakuwa anatupeleka mbele na atakuwa anafunga bao. Maana ni mfungaji.
Omala's star can only keep shining. Yeshua Makori, NTV Sport.
Wishing Omala all the best in his career. Now, Champions League holders Bayern Munich ended its Group A matches by beating Lokomotiv Moscow 2-0 at the Allianz Arena as they took their unbeaten run to 17 games in the competition. Niklas Sule's powerful header broke the deadlock in the 63rd minute before Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting scored the second goal 10 minutes to stoppage time. Atletico Madrid secured second place in the group with a 2-0 win at Red Bull Salzburg. Mario Hermoso and Yannick Carrasco were on target for Atletico. Meanwhile, Group C winners Manchester City beat Marseille 3-0 at the Etihad Stadium. Ferran Torres, Sergio Aguero and Raheem Sterling scored for City. In other results,
All right, thanks, Watson. That was Watson Karuma with the sports news. And that brings us to the end of our bulletin this hour. Many thanks for keeping us company. On the sign language interpretation was David Agondoa. My name is Zainab Ismail from the entire team here that made this possible. Have yourself a lovely night and stay safe.
This is NTV.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain. If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
I'm waking you up to the hottest morning show. Tina Kagia, The Morning Fix, Nation FM.
Hey, how are you doing? I am Tina Kagia, aka The Voice. And every single morning, starting from 6 up until 10, catch me on The Morning Fix on 96.3 Nation FM, where good music lives. Let's have awesome conversations. Talk about life, love, money, politics, school, education, no topic is out of bounds.
Mornings with Tina Kagia, 96.3.
Nothing but the best of conversations. Talk about your stories because honestly, it's important to unwind. See you every day.
All the hits with Tina Kagia.
They're my morning show.
The Morning Fix on Nation FM.
Nation FM.
Where good music lives.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain. Panadol Extra, now with new Optizorb technology. To fight multiple tough pains with 3 times more pain-relieving medicine in the first 30 minutes when you need it most. Seeing them support themselves makes any pain worth it. If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
This week on The Trend.
Shorty gave me then she call me red and it's sleeping me.
Abs.
Only on The Trend.
What comes to your mind when you think of the perfect home for your family? Is it the beauty,